All right, so how are you doing today?
Good.
Good, that's great. Um, so like I said, we're gonna do some talking today, and then based on what we talk about, we're gonna meet again next week, right? And then we're gonna keep talking about whatever we need to work on and whatever we talk about today, okay? Now, do you know why we're meeting again? To talk about things, okay? Um, do you know that, like I told you last week, your mom has been worried about you, right? Is that correct? Do you think that's right? You don't know? Okay. But well, this is what I know, okay? I know that your mom has been worried about you because maybe you um maybe a little nervous or worried. Is that true? Sometimes. And are you worried is it like you're worried and nervous in school, or is it like everywhere all the time? At home, when you're with, sometimes at school, sometimes at home, you think? You can tell me yes or no. If that sounds correct or if that doesn't sound correct. No, doesn't. Nothing at home. Okay. So basically, that's why we're meeting because we're going to talk a little bit about what is going on, right? And so I want you to know though that um, whatever we talk about is going to be I'm not going to talk about anything outside of this room with anyone else without your permission. So whatever you tell me, I won't tell anyone, okay? Unless you tell me it's okay. Okay? Okay. Um so we're going to go ahead and just talk a little bit more about what you think is going on. We're going to go ahead and maybe talk about your friends and school and family, and then we're just going to I'm going to give you a better idea of what's going to happen next. Okay? Does that sound okay? All right. So let's talk about what's going on at school. Do you think is there anything going on, or can you tell me anything that you think is going on, maybe at school or anywhere that you can think of? Not really much now. Okay. So what was going on? What was going on through your mind, or what kind of um, tell me a little more about what you think. No. And you can choose to tell me whatever you want. You don't have to tell me everything if you don't want to. I just want you to understand. Okay? So whatever you feel comfortable with, you can. And also, I know I have a pen and a paper. This is me for me to write notes so that I can remember. Okay? Remember how I told you last time that I was going to write some stuff down because if I don't, I'm going to forget. Remember? Yeah. Okay. So that's the same thing right now. Um, I have to write some things down so that I can remember and so I get to know you a little better and that way we can work better together. Okay? Okay. So, do you like school? Yeah. How's school going for you so far? No F's. No, good. That's good. No F's. Did you have F's before? You had a lot of F's. Was this in the beginning of the school? Last year? Oh, in your old school. So you went to what school again? Okay, you went there. And did you go there your whole time, all of your life? Like, in your, only that, only, yeah, that district. And then this is the first time that you're at a different district? Okay. Um, so you had very low grades at school? At fourth grade? Okay. Um, what kind of grades did you have in fourth grade? You said you had lots of F's? Yeah. Okay. Um, what about here? When you moved over here, did you have a good? report card? Did you have good grades? Okay. Okay. The first time, do you remember what kind of grades you got? C's, D's, and 1F. That's not too bad, right? And that was the beginning of the school year here. Okay, do you like some A's? Okay, but that's always good, right? Right. Um, so do you like the school here better, or do you miss your old school? You like this school? That's good news. You like this school? Your teacher was too mean in your old school? Oh man. Okay. And so did you have any problems or anything like that here at school? Not really. Were you worried about anything here at school? No. How are your friends? Do you have a lot of friends? 2 or 4. Um, Tell me a little bit about school. It's good. You what? Like a yummy cake. So you like school here and you have good close friends, right? And you're getting better grades, right? Do you feel like you're doing better grades? Getting better grades, good. And how about in class? Do you feel like you're paying attention and everything? Do you understand what the teacher is telling you and everything like that? On division, is math easy? Or yeah, okay. What's your favorite subject? Gym. But sometimes math is your favorite? Okay. Okay. What do you like to do with your friends? Play Foursquare? That's great. I used to play Foursquare too when I was your age. Out there in the blacktop, right? Outside, there's like a little square. Yeah, when I was little. Isn't that crazy? Okay. Um, Remember when you told me about the bullies? Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Mhm. You so bully. Um, One bully was telling something to you, your other friend, and her boyfriend. Oh, calling you boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay. Um, is that something that's a big problem for you at school? You don't sit by them anymore. Okay, well that's good, right? That you found a solution to that. That's good. So there's no problems at school right now. Not that you can. Okay, not big problem. Okay. Um. All right. So can you tell me? I want to get to know you a little better as far as your friends and your family. Can you tell me a little bit about your family? Your family. Awesome. Okay. What else? Nice. Do you have a big family or a small family? Huge family. Uh-huh. And do you talk to everybody? Not everybody? No? Okay. Because that's a lot of people, right? I have a. Okay. Um, and so what have you gone? Do you guys have a lot of like family parties and stuff? Okay. Do you enjoy those? You do? Okay, great. Oh, so your stepdad's house. Okay. And does he have a big family too? Wow. How many of them? That's a big family. Okay. And so you don't talk to them all? No. You, oh, okay. So you mostly talk to your mom's side of the family, right? Cause you mostly know them. Yeah. Great. Um, your mom told me that sometimes you have a little bit of a hard time going to big parties. It's hard. Okay. Big parties is hard. And can you tell me a little more about the big parties? Why do you think it's hard? There's a lot of people. A lot of people. And how does a lot of people make you feel? Like you're not getting attention? Okay. Have you always felt like that? When you were like as far as you can remember when you were little and there was a lot of people and a lot of family. Did you ever not too much? Okay. So how long has it been going on that you don't like to be okay, you don't really like them? You like it when they play with your favorite games? Yeah. Okay. So that's why okay. Um okay. So what about other big parties that's not your stepfather's family? You hang out with your cousins? What if it's like a big room of all your favorite cousins? There's a lot of so it's a big party. Would you go to that with your cousins? Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Huh, that's interesting. Great. Okay. Okay. Anything else that you feel like is a problem or something that's going on maybe? No, you don't think do you think that um going to your stepdad's family parties make you nervous too? Or you just don't like them? You just don't like being in a big party or you just don't like okay. 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 And it makes you tired maybe? You think so? Yeah. Um, you know, there's something else that I would like to talk about with you as well, and because your mom told me a little about this, and you can tell me whether you can decide whether you want to talk about it or not. But um, your mom told me about you not wanting to really sleep in your bed or not feeling comfortable sleeping in your bed. How's that been going? Oh, okay. So you've been sleeping in your mom's bed by yourself? Not your bed. Oh, it's your bed. Yeah, that sounds great. Okay. Um, but do you miss sleeping with your mom, like in the same bed? Did you ever sleep in the same bed with your mom, or because it sounded like you didn't like to sleep by yourself in your own bed, but you like to sleep in your mom's bed? You like your bed. Okay. So it sounded like you had some trouble sleeping by yourself in your own bed. So have you been sleeping with your mom in the same bed, or okay. 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 Um so can you tell me a little more about that? What did you just not like sleeping by yourself, or were you scared of something? You don't like to sleep by yourself sometimes? And when you don't like to sleep by yourself, what is going on through your mind? Do you know what you're thinking at that moment? Are you feeling, or do you think um, anything specific, or are you afraid of something? Do you feel lonely or sad or anything like that? Oh, do you have what? I'm sorry? If it's 3 a.m.? Do you always get scared at 3 a.m.? Oh, okay, because you heard your phone. I see. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Um, so it sounds like um, sometimes you like to sleep in your own bed, right? Okay. And why has it been hard for you to sometimes not sleep in your own bed? You feel like something's right next to you? Okay. So you feel scared at the moment. Okay. Um, so do you feel scared being by yourself, or what do you feel scared of? Sometimes you what? When you're outside? Okay. So I'm just trying to understand you. Okay. So um, sometimes you don't like to sleep in your, and you can tell me if it's correct or if it's not right. Okay. So sometimes you don't like to sleep in your bed because you get scared and you feel like something's right next to you. Okay. Sometimes. And then sometimes you feel like there's something outside, like outside in the street, like outside of your house, or oh, or next to, like outside of the room. Okay. And I'm like again, I'm just writing this so I can remember, right? Yeah. Okay. So sometimes you fear, and so I want you to just to get a better idea of what, so I can understand you better. I want you to kind of imagine that it's nighttime, right? And that you're in your bed, okay? And it's time for you to go to sleep, okay? At that moment, what are you thinking about? What is going on in your mind? Just okay. But let's pretend that you're in your bed, right? And it's nighttime. And does your mom come in and say goodnight? Okay. Okay, so let's pretend that your mom is in your bed and she is laying down with you so you can go to sleep, right? And then if she were to leave and say, bye, good night, how would you feel? You would feel scared or a little scared? And what would you be thinking at that moment? Would you be thinking, not really much? Would you be thinking, uh-oh, my mom's leaving, I'm scared, or something like that? No? Okay. I just want to get a better picture or understand of what exactly is going through your mind. Sometimes when we do, sometimes we don't think about these thoughts. Like when I asked you, like, what were you thinking? And sometimes you may not know the answer. That's because we don't really think about those thoughts. For example, I'm gonna give you one example for me. Sometimes, if I get scared of something, I may just feel scared, but I'm not gonna know what's going on through my mind, right? I'm just gonna be like let's just pretend I see a spider, right? And I'm super scared of spiders. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't like spiders. I'm so scared, right? And so at that moment, I may be thinking, I think that spider is super scary and I do not want to be by it. But at that moment, you don't really think about your thoughts, right? So that's kind of what I've been trying to understand and see if you have any thoughts that maybe can help me understand better of what's going on with you, right? So that's just an example.
I don't know what a folkloric club is next to any things on my face.
Oh, okay. I'm sure you'll have fun. But okay, so I want to, so in the future, I want you to understand that we're going to be working on something that's called cognitive behavior therapy, which means that I'm going to be asking you more similar questions like how I asked you. And I'm going to ask you about your thoughts, and I'm going to ask you about how you felt, and I'm going to ask you about, what you did maybe. There was something that you did because you felt scared or because you felt worried. And I'm going to work with you on that. And that's what it's called. It's called cognitive behavior therapy. And we're just going to look at our thoughts and how we think and our emotions and everything. Because sometimes, like I explained, when we are scared of something, we may have thoughts in our mind which may cause us to feel super scared. And then we may like either cry, right? Or run away if you feel scared, right? So that's what we're going to be looking at. And I'm going to work on certain things with you, like kind of like activities that we can do together so we can fully understand that better. Okay? Um, is that okay with you? Is it okay if we keep doing that next week? Yeah? Okay, so and what do you think that is there anything that you want to be better at or do something like do you want to be closer to your stepdad's family? Do you want to do better at school? Is there anything that what's the subject?
Social studies.
You want to get better at social studies? Okay. So maybe we can work on that, right? We can get better at certain things so that we feel much better about ourselves. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and meet you next week. Does that sound okay? Because you're kind of late already for your class. I need you to go back up there. Okay, sounds good. Okay, well, it's nice to meet with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Okay?